Hi everyone, I'm Amrita and this is Roxana and we're representing Team Foxtrot. So our project was proposed by the Royal College of Anaesthetists and the basic idea was to develop a medical advice app that can be used by both doctors and patients. So the fact of the matter is that there are a lot of drugs that doctors have to remember in their daily lives, and unfortunately sometimes medical accidents happen just because of the pressure that doctors face. So we wanted to produce an app that both patients and doctors can turn to when they want to check, for example, if I'm taking aspirin, am I allowed to also take this other drug as well? Or if I have a certain condition like high blood pressure, can I take this medication with that also? So just to walk you through the design of the system. So we have the front end, which is developed in Angular, and then we have the back end. So one of the key requirements for this project was actually sourcing the data in the first place. So we went to reliable sources such as the NHS, mhra.gov.uk. We scraped all of this data in the form of links to these PDF documents, and we then converted this into XML documents to allow us to reliably extract and divide these documents into paragraphs that logically make sense. We then performed our NLP algorithms, which were able to identify aliases for drugs. So, for example, warfarin is also known as an anticoagulant, and our app needed to be able to recognize that. We then inserted that into our database, which is then queried by the AWS serverless microservice, and this then returns information back to our front end.
All right, so I would like to walk you through how to use our app now. There are, as you can see here, there is a card where the user can make a request for our app. First of all, you put in the first drug, for drug interaction, you put 2 drug names, and then we tell you whether these 2 drugs interact. Here, the input was warfarin and aspirin, and we are looking for mentions of warfarin in the leaflet of aspirin and the other way around. Also, our application recognizes that warfarin is an anticoagulant, and even though the word warfarin wasn't mentioned in the leaflet for aspirin, anticoagulant was mentioned, and that is really useful because warfarin falls into that category. We did that using fairly simple part-of-speech tagging. For drug condition interaction, the user can input the name of a drug and also a condition, and the app returns whether the drug is safe to take with that condition. And here in this example, chlormetazepam is not recommended for pregnancy. For drug operation interactions, the user puts in an operation and their ongoing medication. And here in this example, you can see that we have 2 different recommendations. The first source says that you should continue, and the other one says that you should discontinue taking this drug. You can see here how different medical advice can be and how important it is to also have a specialist telling you what you should do. We really like this project because it was really similar to how with how software engineers in this field of machine learning and real-world data work. We had to source our data, and this was a very hard task. Then sanitize the data, clean it, and find useful information in it using entity recognition. After all of this, we really emphasized on the user experience and ease of use, and we stitched them all together and came up with the final product that we are really proud of. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you especially to our client Pico for having this awesome project. We really enjoyed working on it, and I hope you liked it as well.